I already got started on my sausage egg biscuit. Y'all ain't seen me do that in a while. I'm over here in West Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee at this moment. Mmm, that's some good biscuit egg sausage. Ah, here's what it looks like outside. Just gray and 34 degrees this morning. Mm-hmm. Oh, so how y'all doing? Man, y'all, get ready. Get ready. They've got a case in Wisconsin. They've got a case in Louisiana. The birds, the chickens, the cows, the milk, the eggs. Look out, people! The drones, the missing nuclear warhead, the missing radioactive material. There's so much, so much. What are they distracting from? Hmm? From what I can understand, we'll get on that drone thing there. These drones, when they point a thermal camera at it, do not have a heat signature. That's impossible. If you have electric motors, those electric motors put out heat. And when you have a battery pack to provide power to electric motors, it causes the battery to produce heat because there's a current draw off the battery, right? How come there's no heat signature? How is it that a military plane follows one of these or chases it, and evidently it stays ahead of the plane? I don't know what kind of plane it was. For over 400 miles, and the plane had to stop and turn around because it's out of gas. They had to have enough gas to get back to the airport. Does that sound like a commercial drone? Would the military be messing with the military like that? Kia! How you doing? I'm sorry, I kind of get dyslexic. And I just, once I get a name stuck in my head, it'll never come out. That's like, I can't even pronounce the country. Guatemala? Yeah, Guatemala. But somehow I call it guacamole. And I call the people guacamolians. Because I got neighbors that live behind me that are from, what I say, what's the real word? Guatemala. So I say, what y'all doing, guacamole? And they just start laughing. It's Guatemala. I'm sorry. I'm just a stupid hillbilly. Hey, Will, what's going on? Black Rock? Huh. From what I'm hearing, those drones are actually, there's, all right, I don't know if you saw the word. You sure they said Black Rock, or did they say Black Op, meaning Area 51 operations kind of deal? New technology. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what I've been hearing. These Black Ops sites associated with Area 51, and you know what they deal with, right? Well, they went rogue, and they're fixing to do a full disclosure, and they're putting all these drones out to make questions like we got going on. And then they're going to come with the answers and explain to everyone this is alien technology. And that these aliens are friendly. And you should worship them. Hello, what's going on? But yeah, this is a big psyops, man. It's worldwide too with these drones. It's not just, I mean, it started 3 years ago, and it always starts 3 weeks before Christmas. It just intensified immensely in New Jersey this time. So who knows? I didn't get much. I didn't get my cigarette lit with my plasma lighter. I keep playing that thing though. Oh, I didn't have the flashy. YouTube wants flashy going. Hang on. There we go. We'll get some flashing. Yeah, YouTube loves that. David, what's going on? What do you mean, man or woman? I wasn't talking about any kind of gender. I was talking about drones, dude. I mean, God. What the hell is that question for? You talking to somebody in chat? Yeah, I got copyright on the last slide. I don't care, man. I'm gonna play a little music in the background. But yeah, everything's a psyop, man. They're putting distractions. You know, all right. A magician's trick is he has you looking at this hand while this hand over here is setting up the trick. So you're watching over here while this hand is deceiving you. All right. Well, that's what they're doing right now. All these damn drones. And that bill they tried to pass. Oh, my goodness. They were wanting to mandate masks for the next 9 years and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, they know what's coming. Rapture Kate, how you doing? All right, go ahead. I don't care. Here, let me turn it up and make sure you get the tune. I don't usually listen to Christmas music, but being this is going to be the last Christmas we ever get to celebrate halfway regular. And I haven't celebrated Christmas in like 30 years. But I'm like, you know what? This is going to be the last one. I'm going to go ahead and listen to a few tunes. I'm not putting no tree up in my house. I ain't putting no lights. I ain't doing none of that crap. I ain't giving out presents. I don't believe in that. I mean, 3 wise men were supposed to have brought Jesus as a infant, gifts, right? So they replaced 3 wise men with a clown in a red and white suit that knows magic, that can make reindeer fly and he can come down your chimney with a twinkle of his nose or something, however he does it. Jeremiah, I can't remember the verses, but Jeremiah is not that big. White Rabbit, how you doing this afternoon? Even though it's morning for me. But yeah, where was I at? But I had a good idea last night. I was like, man, I got to live stream this because this is probably what it is. And you know what? I can't even think of what it was. And it's important, it's tight, but this is what I'm saying. It's all distraction. So if I can't retain my thought, which I've been having a problem with that for going on 2 years now. Yep, not doing no Janet Jackson. Sorry about that. Can't stand the bitch. There ain't nothing on. I don't listen to music anymore. I mean, I try, but it sounds so corny. That's the stupidest song I've ever heard in my life. But they push it on the masses. Oh, you love that song. Everybody loves it. I hate that song. I hate the Rolling Stones. I don't like stuff that just don't sound good, man. There's some sort of, I don't know what it was, man. Some dude sitting there. If anybody knows anything about like country rap and stuff, anybody know Ryan Upchurch? He's an independent artist. He does everything. He's not signed with any record companies or anything like that, right? But now he's having problems with these folks like Jelly Roll and Adam Calhoun and all them other country rappers that sat there and came in on Brian and then they signed to these record deals. Now they're Jelly Roll and all of them are conniving trying to get Upchurch dismissed A lot of crazy shit happened, man. Upchurch had been locked out of his daggum original Facebook account for over 4 years. And he finally got into it and he realized he had over 4 million followers on that Facebook account. And he made a post on it after over 4 years. And the comments came in, we didn't know what happened to you. So 4 million people for 4 years had no clue what happened to Ryan Upchurch. Ryan's smart. Y'all might think he's a dadgum country hick. He's just being who he is, like I am. I'm some people think I'm the best guy there ever was. Some people think I'm an asshole. You know what I'm saying? It's just a situation. Every situation's different. If I need to be an asshole, I will be. I'm not scared to, as long as I'm standing on truth, right? Do what? Strategy. Report all trolls before blocking. Man, I just let the trolls be. I don't care. They don't bother me. Most of the time, if I get a troll come on one of my videos commenting, trying to troll, I'll troll right back. But I play dumb, like I don't understand. Like they'll say something and I'll put thank you. And they're like, no, I'm talking about that. I'm like, well, thank you very much. And, it makes them react so hard that I get them reacting. And at the end, I go with a smiley face, I say, I didn't mean to trigger you. And they'll delete the whole comment that started everything. I mean, I control trolls till they delete their own comments, so I don't worry about them unless they're just absolutely vulgar. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, freedom of speech, First Amendment, I use it all the time. Cops don't like it. When I call them pigs, it's the truth. I can call them that. They can't do nothing about it. I mean, they do in their individual ways. And they start targeting you and stalking you. Got all that on film, though. So keep doing it. I fall underneath the ADA Act, American Disability Act. I have post traumatic stress disorder due to law enforcement, medically documented. So yeah, keep messing with me. I've already handed the police department a notarized copy of my diagnostics. I work at a body shop and a mechanic shop. They're always diagnosing everything. But yeah, do it. Keep messing with me. That ADA is going to make me a millionaire. Keep giving me mental anguish, Henderson City Police Department. Keep doing it. I'm tired of playing games with them MFers. Yeah, them hertz things, them frequencies. I mean, I don't know. I ain't really dove into that enough to say anything about it. I understand what's going on. It changed the frequencies, and frequencies make certain energies and this, that, and the other, or they dull energies down, or whatever. Frequencies can be used for a lot of stuff. I watched one where they showed music in the 424 frequency, and then they showed it in the 440, and the stuff that was written in the 424 tried to be played in the 440 sounded like crap. Oh God. But then if you take the 440 and try to play it in the 224 or whatever it was, it sounds like crap. West Texas, how you doing? Yeah, I got I started about 5 minutes early this morning, trying to change up the aura. I don't know what you call it. I mean, I'm trying to change stuff up. I don't know, man. I got this bad luck stuck on me like stink on poo poo, Going home the other night, oh yeah, this daggum, the idler pulley on this truck, the bearings locked up, and it sat there and broke my belt, and here I am in the middle of Henderson. What was that, night before last? Broke down. I'm like, oh shit. And I knew the guy I work with, he lives like a mile from me down the road. And I knew I was in front of him because I left work like 5 minutes early. I called, I was like, man, help me out, man. I'm stuck here. I need to get this and that at AutoZone. I hate to go to AutoZone, but the parts house is closed. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. I was watching one, I already said we're past the Twilight Zone. And who was it I was watching? Was it Dabu 7 or something? Somebody said something about a comment there. I can't remember who it was now, but it said, we're past the Twilight Zone. We are now in the outer limits. Huh, that's weird. Certain time. Oh, my daggone little squirrel acts like my dog now when it comes to food. I can't get my hand near that squirrel. She'll start barking and attacking. Oh, the other day, I had peanuts in my shirt pocket, and she climbed. Usually, she's on a limb and comes down on my arm, and she can go down my pocket and get a peanut out and come out and do whatever, right? Well, this particular time, she came up my leg because she was on the ground, and she got up to the bottom of my pocket and smelled those peanuts. She didn't think about going to the top. She thought about, I smell peanuts right here and I got to get to them. So she started grabbing and biting and barking. And I don't know, she grabbed my t shirt with both front feet and was sitting there. You know how you kick, trying to kick, pull the pocket. I was taking that shirt off with this squirrel attacking that pocket, man. I'm like, this is crazy as hell. You don't want a mad squirrel on you, I promise you. Them things can bite through a daggum hickory nut. So what do you think they can do to your finger? Your finger bone ain't crap. Yeah, ever since they went into that 5G, that's when my mind stopped working. It's like it's there, but it's hard to pull out anymore. Like I can have a multi-million-dollar idea, and before I can get a pen and paper to write it down, I done forgot it. That is crazy. Have $1 million idea and forget it as you're writing it. Oh God, it didn't. Man, I used to have a photographic memory. When I took tests in school, I could just picture the page of in the book in my mind, and I could read it in my mind like I was reading the book, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of unnatural everything, man. We got all sorts of man. They got that penetrating radar with these. Look, all these satellites or whatever you want to call them, they are above us. Whatever's going on up there. But yeah, them things got radar. They've got whatever communication frequencies they're using. They've got ground penetrating. You know, we're bombarded with all sorts of frequencies from every kind of spectrum you can think. Look, even our sunlight, I know that's a spectrum, but I'll call a spectrum a frequency. They're changing the spectrum of light on this earth realm. The only thing I know for sure, this place that we exist on is called Earth. All right, that's all I know. This is Earth. I don't know if it's round. I don't know if it's flat. I don't know if it's domed. I don't know if it's concave. I don't know if it's hollow. I don't know if it's a bungee ball or I don't know what this Earth is. But I can tell you this is where we exist at at this particular moment. It's kind of like, this is what I think. And I don't know, we could have multiple lives before this, or this could be the first one, and you just got manufactured and sent down here. And it's kind of like, you know, if you're at a company and you got equipment, you got to test before it goes out the door. We're in a test to see if we're good equipment or bad equipment. I don't know. But, you know, to me, I don't care. Look, growing up, I loved space, man. It was all about space. I had books on planets and everything, man. I mean, I was all about space. Had, you know, watched Star Trek, Star Wars, and all that. Now, man, I don't give a crap. I could care less what that James Webb telescope is. They take the heat and light measurements and gamma, whatever, all these measurements, and then they make a dadgum, what is it? Like an artist's conception of what the feedback was showing them. You're not seeing real pictures of any. These planets are not real pictures, man. Artists' conceptions of it. And they're, you know, think about gravity. Gravity is, and I promise y'all, the forward movement of time. We feel gravity because time is going forward. You know what I'm saying? But if you can get going fast enough, you can sit there and stop the gravity and be suspended in orbit. Think about it. If you're driving down a flat road and then you hit a hill, why is it harder to get up that hill? Why does gravity have that kind of pull? The higher up you get, the harder you got to push on that gas. And the more you got to push on that gas to try to keep your speed up to get to the top of that hill. And the higher up you get, the more it's trying to slow down. Why? How's that? If gravity is a constant, how come it gets harder and harder the longer you're on an incline? So think about it. Incline. But then if you get to the top of an incline, I'm going to be quiet on that. I was going to talk about jumping off and smacking the ground and stuff, but I'll leave that alone. I'm losing it. Oh, what yeah, don't. It's against the law to take. Well, if you're stopped, you're not driving, so technically you're 100% legal. It's illegal to text and drive. Well, they got it down here. It's illegal to have a handheld device in your hand, period. So that's why I'm like, man, I can't live stream really when I'm driving unless I put my phone on the dash. If I get caught holding my phone, even if I ain't, well, I bet live stream could be considered a phone call. Oh, I see donuts. Not that I eat them. I eat one, and they make me feel nauseated all the way about noon. Just one of them. It's daggum what they fry 'em in, man. They got that frying grease that's got anti-foam agents and stuff in it, man. That stuff ain't good for you. We don't rush West Texas. It's better to be late than to show up really late with a $200 ticket. That's how it works for me. I'm running late, I'm speeding. Next thing I know, I got a $185 speeding ticket. So I had to work that day and some of the next day to pay for the ticket because I was going to be 5 minutes late. You know, I'd rather lost that $1, maybe, if it was even that much. Oh, I do. I believe in speeding. As long as you do it safely. I'm dead serious. I got to reset my max speed on my GPS all the time because that thing's always up above 90. But it's pure. It ain't like I run that fast. I run at least 10 miles over the speed limit. That's my extent. Maybe 19, because anything over 20 is reckless driving. Well, I did get that ticket for 87 and 55. That was like 33 miles. But I told that cop, I wasn't just the only. There's two others, dude. You know, I was wrong. I knew I wasn't gonna argue with him when he stopped me because I'm like, yeah. I look down, I'm doing 87, and I'm seeing blue lights in my mirrors. I'm like, damn. I mean, damn. What do? You gotta pull over. Then you gotta be nice because yeah, you fucked up. I already knew that was over 20. I'm going to jail, right? I'm like, He comes up the window. That joker madder than hell. Do you know how fast you're going? I go, no, sir. You were doing 87 mile an hour. I'm like, I was. I go, I was just trying to keep up them other two cars. I wasn't paying attention to the speed. When I said that, that's when he had to change his attitude because there was two other cars in front of me. And if you want to count the third one, all three of us are trying to get around that. Still, we have one dude running like 68, and me and the other two cars are running like, I don't know, we're running probably 75, 78. But it's fixed to get bottleneck. You know how you can see traffic up ahead and the car's fixing to. So we're all trying to shoot for that open gap to get over there in the fast lane. We're in the slow lane. But I happen to be the last car in that damn daggum sheriff department in a pickup truck, a sheriff truck. It was terrible. I knew I was going to get, but he didn't. That cost me, man. That was a lot. That was $200 and something. I can't. 245. I can't remember. Pretty expensive. But hang on. I gotta go get in here and go to work. What? I can't get my clock to show. Oh shit! I'm late. Bye. That thing won't turn off.